Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, come on in the room. Yes, I'm late, sure is, I'm late, but I'm in here, I'm in here, I'm in here. Y'all come on in here. Oh, we got a topic tonight. Let me get my bell, because y'all know what I do with my bell. Y'all already know what I do with that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We're going to have this conversation tonight. We're going to have a raw conversation tonight, y'all. A raw conversation. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I know y'all waited. I know y'all waited. Come on in. Come on in the room. Go get your tea, your whatever you want to put in your cup. Go get it, okay? Go get it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wow, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna grab mine right here too. Come on, cause I got a very, very, very special guest tonight, y'all. Very special guest tonight. If y'all been watching, well, first of all, let me say thank y'all for tuning in to Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And look, y'all, I'm gonna do my best to try to see your comments. And y'all know I shout my viewers out when y'all come in. Y'all make sure y'all say hey. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Um, y'all already know that my platform is it's a platform where I have real women. We all come together to find what healing, right? Truth, and a little bit of laughter sometime along the way. Sometimes. But look, for years, society has had it where it's been said you don't suppose to be able to get along with your mother-in-law, or vice versa. The mother don't get along with the daughter-in-law, the daughter-in-law don't get along with the mother-in-law. That's been in society. Now I can honestly say, I remember as a child growing up, I was seeing things that was happening between mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws, the people that I knew. Okay, the people that I knew. um Hold on, y'all. I just thought about something. I need to check, because I don't want to make sure that I'm doing my live and can't nobody hear me. Hello, Chill, Teddy Ray. Thank you, my love. That's, you know what, Teddy Ray? Can you hear me? If you can't, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up that you can hear me. Because I don't want you. Do you hear me speaking? Because I don't want to do like I did a couple weeks ago. Did a live and nobody let me know they couldn't hear me. They were just watching. I don't know. But can you hear me? Let me see. Because let me see. Let me see, because we got a lot to talk about. Oh, okay. I can hear myself. Okay. So let me go and finish. But yeah, I knew as a child, as a child growing up, I was seeing people that I knew, mother-in-law, daughter-in-laws, out there just fussing with one another. But society, that's what society says, right? But what if I tell you that me and my daughter-in-law decided that we were going to change the narrative of that? Okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Chia, for telling me that. Thank you. So, joining me today, y'all know I give my guest their flowers. So y'all bear with me, because I'm gonna give her flowers, because that's what I do. I don't care how long it is, that's what I do. Okay. But joining me today is someone who has walked this whole journey with me, my daughter-in-law. Yes. We are opening up about our own journey from the pain, from the pain, from the misunderstandings, but also to forgiveness, to healing, and to that genuine love. But most of all, that genuine love and respect for one another. Okay? My guest tonight, she's the #1 mentor for girl moms and daughters. She's an author of her book called Auntie Flo is Coming to Town. That book is about it helps mothers prepare their daughters for their first time when they're having their cycle. Okay, so now without further ado, y'all help me welcome in my daughter-in-law for this raw and candid conversation, Coach T Lane. Yes, yes, yes. There she is, my love. There she is. There she is. There she is. She's in here, y'all. She is in here. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you being in here, my love. Yes. I really do.
Thank you, Mama Angie.
Y'all hear she called me Mama Angie. Yeah. Hey, Yolanda, thank you. There she go, Miss Allen. Look, y'all bear with me because I'm sitting further back a little bit. Yes, I do wear these glasses, but my computer's way over there, like right. So y'all might see me leaning over like this to look at your comments, okay? But thank you, Yolanda, for being in here. Thank you, Chill with Teddy Ray, for being here. And I will be giving away a T-shirt tonight. I will. Or no, T-shirt. Okay. But anyway, this is my daughter-in-law. What you want to say?
I'm ready to get into it. You were saying some stuff like, "Oh, took me back down memory lane," because we have come a long way.
A long way, y'all. And this ain't for no TV. This ain't for the platform. This is gonna be real conversation right here. I'm trying. We went through it. But now what we gotta ask is, because I was asking myself, and this is no script. No, this is right off the dome. This is right off the dome, y'all. Hey, Katrina. Hey, my love. Thank you for being in here. Yes, thank you for being in here, my love. Thank you. This is right off the rip, as the young folks say, right off the rip, off the dome. So I gotta figure out. I remember when you and my son, y'all first started dating. We're gonna go back there. Okay. That's what we're gonna go back to. Yeah.
Okay.
When they first started dating. And now this is my firstborn son, my first heartbeat, my first love, my first heartbeat. Okay. All right. So now when I found out y'all were dating, and I can honestly say this, because like I said, y'all know me and Jay keep it 100 up here, keep it authentic. The only thing, it was one thing that was really bothering me was that you was younger than he was. And it did. Yeah, they say age ain't no number, but it's the truth. It's the truth. That bothered me. It really did. I just didn't feel like you was mature enough for him. And we keeping 100 up here now. Because y'all know, I'm telling y'all, we went through it.
We did.
we went through it.
But that made sense, because I can remember, like, I don't know if I ever told you this, but and I was like, oh, he got me. I was a freshman in college.
Yeah, tell how y'all met.
Yeah, so I was a freshman in college, y'all. And I had, have we ever shared the story with you how we met? Okay, so yeah, I was freshman in college, and it was Christmas break. I was home for Christmas break, and I always been very ambitious, like go getter. So I was home and working at the McDonald's. That was back when it was a McDonald's and Walmart, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. So I was working. We was closing. I had just finished cleaning my fry machine, and he walked in, and I just had my head. I wasn't even paying him no mind. I was just like, "Don't order no fries, because I just cleaned the fry machine." And he was like, "Well, I want me a large fry." So I had to go and make him a fry. And he was trying to give me his number, but I would not take it.
Wow.
So I just did like, okay, so really I was like, I was dealing with somebody, but that wasn't nothing real serious anyway.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I was just like, this man, he is fine, and I don't even want them problems. I don't even want to deal with it. Your son, he still is fine. I was like, he is so fine, I don't even want to deal with it. So now I'm good. So he gave the number to my coworker.
Oh,
wow. Like, give it to her. And when he left, like, I took it from her. But I didn't call him till almost 6 months later.
What?
And I was back in college. I was in my dorm room. I had stopped dealing with the other person I was dealing with. So I was like, let me see. I called him. He picked up the phone. I'm like, you probably don't even remember me. And he was like, I know who this is. This T.
6 months later?
6 months later. And then we've been together ever since. Over some McDonald's fries. Uh-huh.
Wow.
And I was like, when you like, being that young and stuff, I don't know if you was like this before. The girl, like, you really want your guy, like the mama, to really like you. Like, you want that relationship.
Yeah, I've been there before.
And I was really like, I'm like, oh my God, like, I was going so hard. I don't even think I ever told you that, but I really wanted your approval.
And I was just refusing it.
She refused it, y'all.
I was like, no. I kept telling my son, I said, she's too young for you. What can she offer you? I remember having these conversations. I'm being very raw here and very transparent now. I mean it, and I know he kept saying, "Mom, age is not but a number." I get that, I get that. But babe, what can she offer you? But he kept telling me this is who he want to be with. I remember that. I remember. Now I remember that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is, and it was, and I don't know if that was a start of him and I sort of like, see, like we was pulling away from one another, like, because, we had some issues going on. And I don't know if that was the start because he wanted me, his mama, his number one girl, you see what I'm saying? His mama to accept who he wanted to be with, and I was rejecting that. And that right there was an issue right there that him and I had. Now we already were dealing with some other little issues, some underlying. Y'all know what I'm trying to say anyway. Underlying issues, that had us sort of, what's that word, strained a little bit, but then that compiled on it, okay? That compiled on it. It was sort of putting a wedge. That's the word. It was putting a wedge between. Now I got a wedge between my son, my heartbeat, and now the situation between him and his future girl, his future wife. Because this is what he said he wanted to be. This is what he said he wanted to be with, right? And I think what did it for me. Let me see how to say this. All right. You just said you used and she didn't lie when she was saying she was doing all she could for me to approve her.
Yeah, I'm talking about through a birthday party for everything. Like I really want, but y'all know, like let me know if y'all was like that too. Like when you really like a guy, you really want to be in their mama good graces, like all of that. But Mama Angie was not having it. I was like, what is it?
I was still stuck on the thing of being too young. But see, that was wrong in my mentality, right? See, because the way I was looking at the age and the number, right? But as time went on and as I started noticing growth in her, okay, sometimes it doesn't matter about that age number. It's a matter with that mindset, all right? That's where my shift. See, this when I started noticing my shift. I don't know if you started noticing yours, but that's when I started noticing mine. I'm like, okay, she's smart. You see, I'm just. What I did not say, she do have a degree in psychology.
Yeah,
I did not say that. She do have a degree, and she what is it, Aggie?
Yeah, Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride.
AUT State University.
State University, yeah. And so I was like, okay. So that now I'm twisting a little bit. I'm like, okay, now she's smart, because don't y'all want y'all son or your daughter to end up with somebody that got a good head on their shoulder? I mean, come on, let's keep 100. Let's keep 100. Let's go to the comments right quick. Okay, now if I say your name wrong, please forgive me.
Okay.
Tashambi Dickens, powerful motivation. Thank you, my love. Thank you, my love. Let me highlight. And thank you for that, my love, Tashambi. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful name. Love that name. And there go my baby right there. There she is right there, Karika, Aggie Pride. Yes. That's my Facebook baby. She been with me the whole while I've been on my platform. 5 years. And who else we got in here? One of my members, sisters. Okay, I cannot say that name. Bika. Did I say that right?
I think Becca.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Becca. Hey, Becca. Thank you, my love. What did she say? She said, sounds like the struggle with me and my mom-in-law. Okay, that's what it stands for. Okay. And then Karika, she's saying, I love you. I love you too, my love. Love you too. Thank you for being in here. Thank you. Hey, Sharon. Hi, my love. Oh, yeah. Y'all come on in here because we talking. We're a little late, but we in here. We in here. Thank you, my love. Sharon said, I love my future daughter-in-law, Quaina Coppage. Did I say that right? And look, y'all know I turned some names on there. Please don't hold. Okay. I did good. Okay. Please let me know that. Bedroom candy. Yeah, see, Karika done bedroom. Yes, bedroom candy, ladies. Exactly. But I think that's when I sort of started noticing a shift. But it took me a while to still want to get to the point to say, and in my mind and in my heart to say, this is who he really gonna be with. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, she went all out of her way. And I think it was just a mama bearing me, because keep in mind, because that's my firstborn, my first heartbeat, and my first love. You see what I'm saying? Because when that's my son, you see my firstborn. And I say before, we all want our son or daughter to end up with somebody that's going to benefit them in so many ways and be a helpmeet to them in so many ways. Do y'all feel me with this? I hope you do. And let me tell them, I'm going to say this too now. As I get to talking, and if I step on somebody's toe, just get them on out of the way. I'm just, I did what it is, okay? Because y'all know how my glasses twisted. I don't know what it twisted on camera. And y'all ain't need telling me my glasses twisted. Y'all got me sitting here, my glasses all twisted. But anyway, but if I do that, y'all know me, no harm. But I just keep it 100. Give me some thoughts.
Yeah. Oh, I got a question though. Okay, so you said you felt like I was young for him and stuff. Did it also play in, like, because we did, not to jump ahead, like we did the move to Ohio, but we first did the move to, he came up and moved to Greensboro with me while I was in college.
I'm gonna get to that. Yep.
So like did that kind of play a role too? Did you look at, like, I was taking, like, because that's your firstborn, did you look at it like I was taking your son away?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Sure did. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That was hard for me to accept. My baby leaving me. My grown baby leaving me. That was really, but like I said, it's the, and I still got the mama bear in me. I sure do. I still got mama bear in me. But that, when y'all did that, when y'all moved to Greensboro, I can't tell how many times I cried. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. One of my younger back here with me so bad. My younger. I'm so country, but it's okay. It's okay. But y'all know me. But I wanted my younger back here with me so bad. But when I would get in the moods like that, and I knew it was God saying it to me, he would say, you got to let him soar. You got to let it. And then I'll be like, I don't want to do that. And they say, I'm sitting here going against, what I'm hearing being spoke to me. This is real talk, y'all. This is real talk. But I wasn't ready to do that. I just wasn't. Now, when y'all went, oh, Jesus, that was a terrible one for me there too.
The move to Ohio.
Oh my God. Okay, now see, let me go back. This is where I really got again, I got to start thinking, okay, because I knew about that good job. Yeah, I got a very good job. See, now y'all, yes, I'm thinking about that. I sure will, because I don't mean no harm. Don't no woman, don't no mother want their son or daughter end up with somebody that ain't hitting on shit. I'm just gonna put it on out there. They're gonna put on out there now. That's for man or woman. True. Come on, this is the truth. Well, sometimes it happens. Sometimes the person end up getting their life together later on. But come on, because this is what I wanted the best for my son. I wanted the best for my son, but he this is what he chose, and this what as I journey went on now, I can come on out and say this now. This was the best for him. You see what I'm saying? But at that time, I couldn't see it. I could not see it. I was refusing to let him go, because even though I have 3 kids, he's the oldest. Out of my 3 kids, he's the one that I could really talk to and be myself around to. What I mean by that, I can really I can really vent and open up to without hesitation. And sometimes, and a lot of times without feeling judged. You see what I'm saying? Because I've talked to my son about a lot of things. He was my confidant. Now I got 2 other kids. I do, but I try to be careful the stuff I have conversations with them. But he, to me, still is my confidant. You see what I'm saying? Now my confidant is leaving me. You see what I'm saying? I had to swallow that because it kept playing in my head. Mom, this is who I want to be with. That the voice kept playing in my head. Now, y'all, let me tell you the situation when I knew about this good job she had. Now, she had a good job now. Tell them about it.
Yeah, like from college, I was working in, and that's the thing. Well, at least we can agree on that because I might have been young, but I've always been a very ambitious person. I always like just striving for like just greater. Like I said, like we met. I was in college working towards my degree, working while I was in college. Like just always been ambitious, and so a job I had ended up picking up in college, graduated from the fast food from McDonald's to the airline industry. So I was working at the airport, and when I graduated from college, I got offered a position in our corporate office, which required me to have to move to Ohio, which was like 10 hours away from where we were from. And that's how we ended up there. Yeah.
Now, that night when y'all got married, go back to when y'all got married, right? Oh, Lordy.
Yes. We got married and they got on the road the next day.
Yes. But let me tell y'all something. The devil was busy that day because we were doing all we could to get to that courthouse.
Yes.
Before the time they closed, and the devil just getting all in our way. I guess it was meant for me not to be there, but I did go to the reception, right? Mm-hmm. Because I probably would have just cried so hard. Let me tell y'all why. And my husband standing right here, he better tell y'all. Because on the way to the reception, I will cry my eyes out. And he joking saying, babe, it's going to be all right. I know my baby get ready to leave me. I was crying. I'm telling y'all, I was crying so hard. So I guess it was meant for me not to be there because it just would have been so, it would have been happy, but it would have been sad for me. Because, I mean, I was crying, y'all. Yeah. You know that ugly cry when after you finish, you go, that's how I was crying.
But wait. So before we get there, because I want to like, we said we're going to keep it real with the people. Because I want to back up a second because I think that's why, because like I said in the beginning, like I was so hell bent on, like, I really wanted your approval. Mm-hmm. Even when we found out we was pregnant, I was like, Jay, we gotta call your mama. Your mama the first one we gotta tell.
And they did.
And I can't remember when, but it came a point where I realized, I was like, that lady do not like me. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna stop. Yep. And when I stopped, I think that's when I became, because you mentioned like we've grown the love for each other, but also respect too. Because it was a period where I was very disrespectful.
Yes, let's talk about the latter.
Right, it's like let me go back. I was very disrespectful. Yeah. I look back now like, oh, but I was young too, and I just didn't.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just was real disrespectful. I just stopped caring.
Yeah. And I could tell in that letter that she wrote me. It was
I wrote a letter.
No, not text. It was a text.
Oh, okay.
It's changing text, right? And I don't know how it went sideways. But as I slow down because I talk fast sometimes, y'all. As the years went over and I started analyzing in my brain, I was thinking. Now, let me know if I'm wrong. Okay. But I got to thinking. I would start thinking maybe the reason why you was coming at me sideways, because I remember in the letter you said you need to fix you and your son relationship or something, and until you fix that, you and I would not have nothing to do with one another or something that you said. So I got to think to myself, I said, okay, is she coming sideways at me because she want me and my son to fix our relationship first? Because I start thinking, you see what I'm saying? And the latter. Oh, let me tell y'all a little bit that was in it though. Let me tell you the part that hurted me. I'm gonna tell you the part that really hurted me. Was when you put in the letter. Like I said, I don't know how it went sideways, y'all. I don't know how the text message went. I don't even know how it went to that. But I do remember part in the text was saying I was jealous of you. You just jealous of me because I got a degree. And you just as miserable. You just sitting there miserable in your marriage. We're being real. And you're miserable in your marriage. And I was like, whoa, what? I didn't even read the rest of it. I just stuck right there, that part right there. I'm just jealous of you because you got 2 degrees and you sitting over there miserable in your marriage.
Oh,
I didn't, like I said, I didn't see the other stuff. I didn't even go no further. I just stopped right there, and I like, Lord, yeah.
Let me say, because I'm like, oh, I wouldn't dare part my mouth to see, like, even if I felt something like that, it's too much respect now. Yeah. So like I said, like back then, it's like I don't remember when, but I came to this point where I was like, I realized I'm like, she don't like me.
Mm-hmm. And that's then, that's the space that came from, though. See?
Yeah, and then it was also like, Mom, I felt like back then, like, you were very, 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 well, you try to be very involved in your kids' relationship.
I did.
I was like, what in the world? Yeah, I'm like, you want, and I thought that was the issue, like, because, without telling, like, speaking on other people.
Right.
But, like, with my brother-in-law and, like, his situation and stuff, like, they, like, let you, like, be more involved and stuff, and you was doing a lot, and we just kind of, like, I always had this thing, like, no, we got it, or we good, like, but you wanted to be very, very involved.
Yeah, I did.
And then I felt like, I think that it also came from a place of, I felt like, you wanted Jared to put you before his family, like
I did,
to take care of you before us.
I did.
So that's where all that came from.
Right. But see, this is what happened now. But see, this is where that word growth come from. See, because that's where in my mentality, I was wrong for having those type of feelings. You see what I'm saying? Yet I know he married, but I'm still his mom. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh.
You feel what I'm saying?
But it's a lot of mom-in-laws who feel like that.
Right. But see, I had to learn and understand. Wait a minute now. That thing called growth. As I grew, let me take these glasses off until I get to read a comment because they did look sideways. But as that thing called growth I was telling you about started setting in on me, and I started realizing, wait a minute, I got a whole grown ass son. He have his own family. Now, this is another thing. Okay. See, in my mind, I thought that he was gonna forget about me. You see what I'm saying? Because now, let's go here now. You got some people that will get married and will forget all about their mom and daddy. You see what I'm saying? Just going on about their business. Don't even hardly call or go see the mom no more. See, that's where my mentality was at. We just keep 100 now. You see what I'm saying? Raw and real. Enter at your own risk, okay? Yeah. But that's what I was thinking, that he's gonna forget about me, because he got another family now. He ain't have time for me. Y'all feel this? I got waking about up. Y'all feel me with that? That's where a lot of that was coming from. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But again, when that thing called growth start coming through, and what I mean by that is going through the fire. How we went through the fire, we had to do it, y'all. We had to do it. And I remember when the shift started with me. When I addressed it, when I confronted you about that letter. I keep saying letter, but it was a text, y'all. It wasn't a letter. I waited some months. Now, I told my son about it. Now, what bothered me about it, he didn't say nothing to her. And I felt like he should have said something to her, to T about, look, wait a minute, why you texting my mama something like this? You see what I'm saying? That's what that bothered me. Now I'm thinking, okay, you see what I'm saying? He didn't, because now honestly, I really felt like if he would have, when I told him, he would have came to you, whoever manner he came, and he said something to you about that, I think right then and there that would have nipped it in the bud as far as the disrespect. But see, by him not saying nothing, that was like, okay, now the gates is open. I can still say what I want to say to her now, because he ain't checked me. Because y'all, come on now, y'all know some people feel like that too. Yeah. If you don't get checked, you're going to go and keep on disrespecting the person. Come on now.
I can see that.
Come on now. You're going to keep on disrespecting the person. So when he didn't say anything, to me, that I felt like that was the issue, a reason why you just kept right on. But I said being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Being disrespectful.
Very. was very. I love that. I remember you called my mama.
Sure did. I was gonna get to that. I
was like, and then my mom, but they know, like, even though, you know, it wasn't warranted, but I was very young, and like my story and stuff. I really didn't. I didn't see age as like, oh, you gotta respect. Like, I'm like, no, respect is earned. I just talked however. I was reckless with my mouth.
Yeah,
I was like, what my mama gonna do? Mama, she already know how I talk. Hey, what was that? But it was so bad. But I think like now, like knowing the reasons behind us just telling our mentality and where we was coming from, we can understand. You know what each other was it. And I think that also I felt okay saying those things too, because that was around the time where you and Jared, y'all relationship wasn't as close as it is now. So I felt like I could like
see you saw some leeway there, a gateway there I can use because if him and I would have been like that, you would have known you could. I ain't gonna say that one about that. But see, when you didn't see that, that was I'm just thinking mentally why I'm just try to analyze it even more.
It made me feel like because we kind of the same thing. I know that you as mama, so you very protective over him, and then I'm like, that's my man. Was we married then? Well, we were married then.
Yeah, we're married.
So I'm like, that's my husband. So I'm protective too, like knowing how he feels about certain things. So I felt like I could go there. But like I said, even that was just bad. Before healing, before growth, before maturity, I would never, even if we were to have an issue now, I feel like we had a place now I could come and talk to you. I ain't got to sugarcoat it. I can say it like it is. But yeah, back then I just was very like just reckless with my mouth, y'all.
And I
crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, she's not lying. She's not lying. She's not lying. She's not. But I remember calling your mom, and because I felt like then now I need to reach out to her mama now. See, because I know your mother didn't raise you like that. Because that's exactly what she said to me. Now she know better. I didn't raise her like that. And then she was gonna talk to you and everything. It was the truth. That because mama reaching out to another mother, reaching out to another mother now. Because that to me, that really crossed the line right there. All right. Now my response was this. I remember saying, talk to me in 20 years. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I said that is because things change, marriages change. You see what I'm saying? Situations change.
We was throwing some daggers at each other.
Yeah, we were.
Y'all, she did. She told me. She said, let me see if y'all last that long. Something like that.
Yep, sure did. Yes, I did. Yep, I sure did. She ain't lying. We were throwing them. We were throwing them. We really was. And I'll be very honest. After I sent that text to you, I did not feel relieved. It was a feeling I had on me now. That that thing once it was on that shoulder, and it was on that shoulder. That good one was saying, "Now you know you're wrong for doing it. You need to delete it." Other one saying, "No, bitch, let it go ahead on, let it go ahead on through, let it go ahead on through. Don't delete nothing out." And I listened to that one that was on that bad one. You see what I'm saying? But I can honestly say I did not feel good doing it.
Yeah.
Because the reason why, because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, that was really immature for me to respond like that. See, that was in my mentality. You see what I'm saying? But I let it go. We were throwing daggers, y'all.
Yeah.
We were throwing daggers. But again, we went through that cycle. We went through it. And when I realized, let me look at my comments. Let's see, because I like to look at my comments. I like to hear my folks.
Let's see what they say.
Let's see what they saying. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Let's see.
Girl.
Yeah, I know. Karika says so true. Katrina April, she says, I knew mine wasn't ready, but I had to let him leave the nest. Yes, honey. Trina, that night of the reception, now I cried on the way there, okay? And I got myself together before I got in the car and everything. After the reception and everything, and keep in mind, the next day, he get ready to leave me.
Yeah.
To go to Ohio, okay, and my grandbaby, okay.
Which, by the way, we had the most I'm very ghetto fabulous, okay, very ghetto fabulous, and I love my husband because he is too. We had the most Ghetto Fabulous wedding. We got married at the courthouse, y'all, because we are minimalists too. We don't care about all like this extravagant thing. But even though one day I think we gonna do something. But we was at the courthouse. My cousin was singing while the Bells Bondsman was in there bailing people out of jail. And then we had a nice reception at the end. We wouldn't even have had a reception if it wasn't for a couple of my college friends actually put that together.
Wow.
We was just, let's just do this. Let's get the paperwork done. Let's make it official type thing. But yeah.
I cried that night on the way back home. I cried again, y'all. Because I just kept telling my baby, he didn't left me, he gone. But I did. I stood up and, you have to say and make a speech, And I do remember saying something about to the effect of my firstborn. And I know I got to allow you to soar, you take your wings and soar. I'm telling y'all, that thing cut at me so hard, knowing that next day that my baby was going to be gone to Ohio for I don't know how long your contract was. You see what I'm saying? Then my grandbaby, I won't gonna be seeing her. See, because I got 13, 14, 15, 16 grandchildren with the blended family, right? I love all my grandbabies. I love my grandbabies. Now, just keep in mind, this one get ready to go on Ohio. And I ain't when I'm gonna see her. Just do pictures. You see what I'm saying? Or calling. You see what I'm saying? And that was you were gone 2 years, 3 years.
We was gone. What? Almost 4 years.
Yeah. See what I'm talking about, y'all? That's how long they was gone from me. And I remember when I found out y'all was getting ready to come back to North Carolina. Oh my gosh. Ain't that but a water bucket. I cried again, honey. My son came to see me. I cried. I had snot everywhere. Yes, I did. I was so glad to see my young'un. I told him, don't you ever leave me like that no more. I sure did. I hug him so hard. Oh my God. I was so glad to see my young'un. Whoo-wee. Don't ever leave me like that no more. Then when I looked at my young'un face, snot everywhere. Ain't no lie. I'm a cry, man. Whew, that was tough. But see, I knew I had to do what God told me to do. Let him soar. You're going to be okay. Now, let me say another thing with this. Y'all. Not only was he going to be okay, see, y'all, in my mind, in my heart, I already had approved her. Do you feel me? So I was comfortable now. See, because I saw how smart she was. You know what I'm saying? I saw how smart she was and how ambitious that she was and still is. Okay, because she's an author of a book. Okay, and she got her PhD, whatever they want to call it, psychology.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? But I was looking at all of that. So now it's not gonna be like he just going with somebody that graduated from high school. No pun against that, but he's going off with his family. Okay, he ain't gonna forget about mama. He ain't gonna do that. Because that was my worst fear, that he was going to forget about me. And he did not. Because when y'all was in me, my young called me. He sure did. If he won't call me, I was calling him. I sure was. And if we didn't have the cell phone where you get the long distance included, that'd be would have been high as I don't know what. But we stayed in touch. But that was when I knew then that in order for me and my son relationship to heal, I had to start mending and healing our relationship. Did y'all get that? I hope you did. Let me check the comments again. And Sharon said true. Who it is? Quaina Copper. She said, my mother-in-law really minds her business now. Wait a minute. Is I reading that right? Hold on. Let's see, Quaina. Let's see. My mother-in-law really minds her business. Now, if I call her and tell her that her son on my last nerves, it keep going away. Her son on my last nerves, she definitely lets me talk to her and vent. Okay, I be needing that exactly, and I appreciate for always being there for you. I get that exactly. See. That's the good part in having a mother-in-law.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And your mom too. You see what I'm saying? Because you got bonus. You got a mama-in-law and a mom. You see what I'm saying? So you can vent, and it won't be Now, one thing about me, when I do have my venting sessions, I keep it 100. Now, we can have a conversation. We can keep it 100, but not messy. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to say, not messy. Yeah. We don't be messy. When it's respectful. Mm-hmm. It's respectful now. It's respectful. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me go back to when after the situation about the ladder. We did end up having a conversation, her and I, about the ladder. Finally.
Yeah. Oh, it was some years had went by, didn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was some years had went by. Yeah, it was. But see, it was good that those years went past, because that was our path of our healing.
Between time heals everything.
Exactly, time heals everything. So it was good. We just after a month later jumped right into talking about the ladder. It was good. Several years went past, so we can have that time on our healing journey. And another thing, here we go. Catch this nugget. Reach within your own self. See, because sometimes we got to clean that out too. Yeah. Okay? Sometimes we got to clean. See, because if you got that stuff in you and it ain't healed, you're going to mess up every time. You're going to cause chaos every time. And anything that you try to do, anything that you try to have, you're going to cause chaos. And now we did that. We had the conversation. I was truthful to her, let her know how that hurted me. You see what I'm saying? Now, honestly, since we being real,
yes.
I felt like when I told you that, I really wasn't looking at what I said to you did to hurt you. I'm just being honest now. I was looking at what she said to me hurt me. Yeah. Okay? Because at first I didn't address it. I came off, I want to talk about what you said to me.
Yeah.
But see, as we got to talking, in my head, I got to saying, wait a minute now, what I said to her. Do y'all feel me? Yeah. I hope y'all getting this. See, as her and I were having that dialogue about what she said to me, I'm listening and responding back, but still, I'm planning in my head. Wait a minute now, what did you say to her?
And I have to tell you, because I didn't really, which was expected, because when I said, like, my mouth was so reckless, like, it was expected. Whatever you said back to me, I really didn't take it to heart. I think my biggest issue, which you are not that way anymore. Mm-mm. It was just that you wanted to be very involved in your kids' relationships.
Yeah.
And I wasn't used to that. Like, how I was, right, like, very much, you do your thing, like our business. If we want to talk to you about something or bring it in that, but you wanted to be very, very, very in it. I was like, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah. But see, what I had to do, y'all, I had to start understanding. I had to start looking at my daughter-in-law in a whole different light. See, I had to look at her not only is she's my son's wife, but she's also a woman. Okay. So therefore, I did not only gain a daughter-in-law, we gained a family together. Did I say that? I hope that sound okay. But I knew in my mouth what I'm trying to say.
You about to make me cry now.
What I was trying to get to. But I had to respect the fact that she's not only my son's wife, but I have to look at her that she's also a woman. She's a woman as well. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing that's a lot of us, I'm just going to say it, a lot of us black women do with one another. We don't know how to come back and say, I'm sorry. Are y'all getting this? Some of us don't know how to do that. Some of us, I ain't going to say nothing. She said something to me first. Now, 15 years that went past, both of y'all walk around there at the baby's birthday party, still ain't part in your mouth, because one of you waiting on one of them to say you're sorry. A lot of people do that, and that's wrong. See, because them years that we let pass by, we don't know what could have happened, but it was meant for those years to pass by like that before we even spoke about the letter. Yeah. So we can have our healing journey finished. You see what I'm saying? Because we would have, like I said, now go back to it. If we would have spoke about it 2-3 months later, we probably been at each other's throats again. But by them years went past, and that thing called growth set in, and we start looking at one another as women. Okay, as women, she's my son's wife, and she's also a woman. All right, and she's giving one another and showing one another respect. That's the thing right there that behooves me when it comes to mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws not getting along. Let me share some with y'all. And if I'm wrong, say so.
Okay.
That's a lie. I really feel like it's up to those two individuals. Now, we could have kept it just like it was. She go her way, I go her way. She said what she want to say to me in that text. I said, and over the years, still not speaking. We could have did that. We could have did that. But see, we chose it first of all, individually, we chose that we're gonna make this right. Individually, whatever she went through in her mind or heart, when she said I got to make this right with my husband, mama, and what I went through when I said to myself, I got to make this right to my daughter-in-law. We got to talk about this, and we got to make it right. See, because one thing about me, when you're gonna talk about taking my grandchildren away from me, I can't see it. We got a problem. And see, you got some that'll do that too now. Mad at the mom-in-law, well, you ain't gonna see your baby, your grandbaby, and we really do it. And we really do it, and that's wrong too. If anybody that listening, y'all doing that, you're wrong. That's wrong too. Right. So I had to get this mess out of me. I had to, in order for her and I to even be able to sit in the same room without sitting there don't want to talk. Yeah. Don't do that, ladies. Don't do that. The two individuals can get this done. We ain't got enough time to tell y'all the shit that we went through. I'm trying to tell you. But we went through that fire. We did. Yeah. Now we definitely, I love her to death. I won't trade her for nothing in the world. For nothing in the world. Yeah. I'm going to say it again. But the one that's sitting way back there in the back, wondering, she ain't finished yet. No, I ain't finished yet. I'll be finished in a few minutes.
I'm saying you can't come to me about this one right here. Don't come to me.
And that's real talk. Not because I'm on my platform. That's real damn it talk. We're at a space now. I love her to death. And if it's something I need help with, I know I can call her because I know she got the brains for it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I love that. Yeah. I love that about us now. Yeah. But we were ugly several years ago.
We were.
We was ugly, and then we can sit here and own it. That's why when I mentioned about doing this, I really thought you were gonna say no, but it surprised me when you said, "Yeah, let's do it." I'm like, okay,
you didn't think I was gonna want to like get into
right. But see, see. Let me tell you when you can do this. When you are healed, you can do this.
Yeah.
When you are healed, you can do this. You can do that. And one thing about love, it takes humility as well. That's my word. One thing about love, it takes humility. Okay, you have to have it in order to be able to have any kind of relationships. You're gonna have to have it. Whether you might, I ain't gonna say the word hate because I don't like the word. You might dislike your mom-in-law or your father-in-law so bad, but see when it all comes down to it, that mom-in-law or that father-in-law might be the one that you got to come to or at your bedside and say that prayer over you. Yeah. Ooh. Y'all hear that? Yeah. Get it together, y'all, because it can be done. It can be done.
I think what else also helped us is I feel like, well, on my end, I feel like we learn to accept each other for who we are. Like you said, like,
yes,
you accept it, like they gonna be together. This is it. That's all. Let me just accept it for what it is. And then I accepted you for who you were as well, and had to understand that, you know what, this is not she ain't trying to just be all up in our business, be all up in our relationship. She really cares about her kids, and she wants to like, she just wants to make sure her relationship with her son is still in place. And I think once you get understanding and accept people for who they are, because I'm like, my mama like, she just being too extra. She want to do this, she want to do that, but this is just who she's not extra. This is just who she is.
Who I am.
And we learn to accept each other, and that has really brought us a long way. And it, like, even now, like, like you and y'all talk all the time.
Me and my son talk all the time, and I'm so glad him and I have gotten to that point. And you know what? I have to commend. Let me say this: I have to commend you for what you put in that text about you need to get See, because that's what got me to thinking. You need to get your relationship right with your son first before me and you can have anything. I remember you saying that. I remember her. Excuse me, y'all. I remember her texting that to me, and then I got to thinking, wait a minute. Who was her? I showed this about so who was her to say that to me, But I wasn't looking at the underlying part of it. I need to get my relationship right with my son. Do y'all feel that? Do y'all feel me with that? So that's when I realized, okay, let me dig a little bit. Let me have some conversation with my child. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how let me slow down. I talk too fast sometimes, y'all. That's how it all going to start, by a conversation. See, if you don't have that conversation, that stuff gonna go right on, go right on. But you had that conversation, you can nip it in the bud. And see, what you also got to be able to do is sit in it. When they tell me, ain't no need to ask somebody, but tell me the truth. Was I that bad to you, so and so and so? Now, I just asked her a question, right? Now, when she go deep down in her soul and her heart and look at me and say, Mama Angie, block whatever she say to me, her truth, I got to sit in it. See, because I asked her, tell me the truth. So don't y'all get upset when you tell somebody somebody said it to you, or you say ask somebody that and they tell you the truth. Okay, please don't say to them, "Oh no, that ain't it," because you don't know that.
Yeah, that's their perspective. That's their truth, like you said.
That's their truth. That's their truth. Do not get upset with them. You got to sit in that. See, that's gonna be your first part of your healing when you sit in that mess. You sit there, you squirm all in. That's that they running it down to you, man. They gave you 10 things. They giving it to you. And you just sitting there squirming, just sitting there squirming. Sit in it. Then after you get through sitting in, start doing something about it. You got to start changing that. Because if you don't, what's that word I told you about? What's that word we said? Growth. If you don't do nothing about it, you can't grow. You're going to be stagnant. Yeah. Who wants to be stagnant? Right. Nobody. Because let me tell you, we'll get into that. I'm going to tell you this. When you got a puddle of water, and that puddle of water done sat there, it's stagnant, right? What start happening? Little gnats and flies and all that start being all around it. Then after a while, it starts stinking, right? So you keep right on just gonna sit there and sit, you're gonna be stagnant, and you don't want that. Then what you're gonna be start doing, attracting all that negative mess to you now. No, that's the gnats, okay? This is a my grandma. I never forget. I just thought about that. Now them gnats coming to you now. Because you stagnant. Get out of there. Start doing something about it. Anything else you want to say? Let's get the comments real quick before we close it out. Did y'all like this? I hope y'all like this. Let's see. Let's see some more comments, okay? Because I want y'all to know I look at your comments. Okay. Sharon says, Quanta Coppage, I love the relationship we have and how we can take care of Isaiah and Maxie. Not saying we never had disagreements. Okay, I get it. Not saying we never had disagreements, but we talked them out. I love that for us. Exactly, Sharon. You gotta be able to talk it out. See, a lot of people put that pride in front of the truth, what you're supposed to do. See, God, let me tell you how you know you're wrong. I'm going to tell you how I know you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you how I knew I was wrong. See, y'all know me, I talk about me. Let me tell you when I knew I was wrong. When I was walking around with it, and every now and then I would hear this voice say, now you know you're wrong, right? You know what you just said was wrong, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know you shouldn't have said that, right? You know you shouldn't have did that, right? But I'm ignoring it. Yeah. I'm ignoring it. That's when you know you're wrong. When you that your own, your inner self, your conscience, yeah. Your conscience telling you you're wrong, and then you got that gut that 2 weeks later you still sitting there thinking about it. Now I shouldn't have. See, you're wrong. You're wrong. But a lot of us will sit right there and just let it go right on. Let it go right on. Years. Ridiculous. It really is. Years. Now you got some of them. I don't care if I don't see my grandchild. Stop lying. Yes, you do. But see that thing called pride. And they will keep them grandchildren away from you now. Yeah. What you got to say?
No, that's real. When you wrong, or it's just when you know when you gotta make stuff right. Like that's how I knew I had to make it right with you too. And that taught me, because I'm the type, I can go for forever. If we done, we done. And it's only because, like I would try, like my heart, like I would try. And this is just, just my look at it. I was like, I tried with her in the beginning. I really did. I tried to be there. I said, she don't like me. Okay, it's like I had clocked out, Mama Angie.
Yeah, that's the word you can use. You clocked out.
I had clocked out. But like as I was growing and getting older, I realized I'm like, I can't clock out. I'm like, that's my mother-in-law. That is my husband's mom. Like what I look like. You got to pick your battles. Like, I can't be beefing with my husband's mama. That's my daughter's grandma. You one of the favorite grandmas too. Like she love. I'm like, Lord, of course, me. I don't like my mom-in-law, and my daughter like love her to death. Want to be with her everything. But
yes, I love that.
I was like, you gotta make it right. And that's when I remember as we stood out in your yard, and I remember apologizing to you for what I said and how I said it.
Yeah. And sometimes, we always try to find the right time to say you're sorry. It's never right time. Just do it. And see what you did, you just did it. You see what I'm saying? You could have waited and said, no, I'll wait till Christmas. You see what I'm saying? But you just chose the impromptu time because that was on her heart. Yeah. That was real, right out in the blue. Right out in the blue. And that was when we commenced to really start doing right with one another. That was when we really started.
And we ain't had no issues since. I don't think we would ever, because I think we have a understanding. Like for me, I understand what really mattered to you. The root of it with you was like you just wanted to make sure like you still was able to have a relationship with your son.
That's right.
And then the root for me is just like we are. Me and we just very much in our own bubble. With like our little bubble, our circle. We come out at times, but we in our space, and it doesn't mean that we don't want to let people in. It's just how we operate.
I know how you are.
And I think that you no longer took that as a like not wanting to have you in. Which even with my mama and them too, they had to realize like they just like to be to themselves. But we got an understanding of each other. Yeah, we ain't had issues, and it's been some years now.
Yeah. This real, like I said, this ain't for my platform. This is real raw conversation here. But I want to say this to you. I can honestly say that you are this word whichever word it is. Y'all know I'm my English sometimes. Very, very good for my son. You have what I love about her, and both of y'all do this with one another. Yeah. You bring out the best in one another. She wants him, vice versa, to be the best at anything they do. And I love that about her. You see what I'm saying? With my son. You want him to, if it's something, if he got a dream or whatever, okay, let's try to get the dream started. You push, you got to push one another. Yeah. And I also love the fact that how my son supports his wife in any endeavor, and they do vice versa. Like I said, vice versa. Any endeavor they want to do, they're there to support one another. You got some couples to be like, you going by yourself. I ain't going to Virginia. I stay here. No, let's ride, babe. Let's ride. I love that. You brought out. I have really seen my son do a whole 360. A whole 360. And I told him, ain't been too long, a couple weeks ago, how proud I am of him. And let me tell y'all another thing, mothers, regardless how old your children or child gets, keep telling your child how proud of you of them. Send them a text right out in the blue, or if a video that come through and you think, send that video to them right out in the blue where they working. You see what I'm saying? Send that to them, because you will be surprised how a grown 40-something-year-old man or woman get that text from their mama or their daddy. Yeah, their dad is too now. And you say about the mamas, their dad is too. Get all the stuff out of the blue text, just saying, I just want you to know I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the things that you are accomplishing now. And I'm so proud that God has turned to the man that he's not finished with you. You'll be surprised how they make that man or that woman, young lady or man feel while they on the job where they're just smiling up some now. And anybody got to know why? They know why. Because you just made their day. Yeah. Sending them that. Don't never think they too old for you to be sending them a text. Let me see. I sure appreciate him driving us back from Miami. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, tell the story about that. What happened with Miami?
Oh yeah, we
what Sharon is talking about.
Yeah,
y'all listen at this.
We rode the train, which this is something like we wanted to. We love. That's something we do, like walking in nature, being in the woods, like all that's our thing. So we like, you know what? Let's take the train to Miami instead of a flight. And so on the way back, we were supposed to hop on the train and come back. Something happened. A train had derailed on the tracks, way in our hometown too, like close to our hometown. So all the trains were canceled for the day, and we had to figure out how to get back home. So we got a rental car, and my husband, he drove us the whole way from Miami to North Carolina.
About 12 hours. Yeah, that part. Y'all see what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? I love that. But yeah, my son has done a whole 360.
He has.
I am so proud of him in his endeavor that he has done, and how how he has changed a whole lot of things. And man, I'm gonna tell you what happened. God answered my prayer. That's what happened with that. That's what happened with that. He answered my prayer. And I know sometimes when you don't see things happening as fast like we want to, but see, things can't happen when we want to. They gotta be when God's time. Yeah. And I said to myself, I keep praying. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I had got so mad every time I had want to stop praying because I was wondering what I was praying for, when it was gonna happen. But see, he kept saying, not on your time, not on your time, but on my time. And it happened. It happened. And I'm so proud of him. But you bring the best out of him. You really do.
He's the opposite, because I always had a lot of ambition, but I didn't know how to channel it. I was a wild, like just loose cannon, had so much like anger, like all this inside of me. So like he has really brought out, like Jared, he is very calm. He is a very calm man.
Yep. That's why I said, he done a whole 360.
Yeah, and
that's what growth to do. That word growth. That's what growth to do.
So he's brought out the best in me too, like helped me to like just ground myself. We kind of like, cause he very chill and then I'm very bubbly. Like we balance each other out. You right? We bring the best out of each other.
And I'm glad of that. And I'm glad we are at this point, daughter-in-law, where we can be in the same room. And there's no ill feelings.
No.
We get together, have a look, had a little that mother-in-law thing that he did for us. Mother's Day thing he did for us was awesome. We had a good time. Now just thinking we was at the point, I probably wouldn't have came.
And then even now, like our families intertwined, like you come in like with my mom and my grandma.
Exactly.
I love what we are. Yeah.
So we're at a good place now.
So you can't come to me about this one.
No,
you can't.
You can't. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. What she said. This is how I feel about my son. He's answered my prayers. God bless me with an amazing son, Sharon. Her son. Yeah, that's when be helping her, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's handsome. Okay. Any last words you want to say, my daughter-in-law?
No last words. Do y'all have any questions for us?
Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions? I got some questions for y'all. Hold on. Let me get them up. I got 3, but I'm asking for 2. 2 questions, and I want y'all to put them in the chat. What do you believe? You answer this.
Okay. So the first question, what do you believe causes tension between mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws?
That's the first question. Read it out again.
What do you believe causes the most tension between mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws?
Y'all put in the comments. Put in the comments what y'all really think, okay? Let's go there. Keep it real. Keep it real. Another one is, let me see. I'm trying to see which one I want to ask. Which one? This one?
That second one is a good one.
That one, yeah. Have you ever had to rebuild a relationship that was once broken? What helped you heal? What helped you heal? Have you ever had to rebuild a relationship that was broken? What helped you heal? Put it in the comments. Think about it. Put it in the comments. Anybody once y'all watch the replay, do the same thing. I want y'all to do the same thing.
I'm gonna get my answer to them. While y'all coming up with y'all answers, I think the first one, what causes the most tension, which I like we said, we being real, like mama-in-law, y'all gotta get about y'all babies' relationships, okay? If y'all keep that within there, like I think that will help to keep the tension down, like allow them to be themselves. Even if you see something, they gotta make their own mistakes. Yep. They gotta go through, like, you gotta let God, maybe there's something in there, a lesson that God has to teach them, but you just gotta, like, stay out the relationship, be supportive, be mama, be there, but stay out the relationship because it could cause tension. But I want to know what you think, like, on the daughter-in-law side. What causes the most tension?
Most tension. Now, okay, that's a good one. I feel and felt, actually, like when you and Jay got married, I felt like you felt like I'm his lady now. I'm his lady now. You see what I'm saying? No, you look, you gone about your business. I'm his lady now. You see what I'm saying? You don't have nothing to do with this now. I'm his lady, and I just felt like you was taking him away from me. Y'all get that?
So what I'm hearing, you think, like, for daughter-in-laws, like, just honor that relationship, the mother and son, or mother and daughter, whoever it is.
Whoever it is, yeah.
Honor that relationship and, like, give that space to still be its own thing. There you go.
The whole thing, that shit. Give that person space. Because you're right, that'll cause tension. That's what causes tension. Yeah. That last one right here, what's one place of advice you give to someone struggling to connect with their in-law?
Okay. And then I think Sharon answered.
Let's see.
One of the questions.
Right here?
The last one.
Right here? Okay, Sharon said, being too invested in your children's relationship can cause tension. You're right. You're right, Sharon. You're right. Thank you for that, my love. Thank you for being honest. Yeah. Thank you for being honest. I appreciate that. Let's see. That's great. Did you answer the other one? That's how I feel about myself. Okay.
The second one, like, have you ever had to rebuild a relationship that was once broken, and what helped you to heal it? Yeah. I think that one, it really having uncomfortable conversations. Like, some people, like, be so afraid, like that, because it gives you a feeling on the inside. Like, you can feel your heart starts beating faster. Yeah. You get a tightness in your chest. Like, it gives feelings of anxiety to have to speak about something that can be uncomfortable. But what I love about us, like, I don't have to sugarcoat. You don't have, like, we can talk about whatever, and those are some of my closest, respectfully. Yeah. Those are some of my closest relationships, when you can, it doesn't matter, like, if it's something, and I don't care if we have talked about it 10 times, even if us by talking about this tonight, if it brought up something else and you wanted to talk about, I love that we can have conversations, because that's what true healing comes from.
Exactly.
You can't, I think there's even a Bible verse that it speaks about, if your brother or has offended you, you go to them and you speak about it. You speak about it. When you do stuff like that, it heals so much, instead of being in your head, coming up with all these scenarios.
And that's what I was in my head. A couple times I was in my head. And then actually, after everything had revolved, some of the stuff that was all in my head, it wasn't even like that at all. But I was in my head. I was in my own way. Yeah. I was in my own way. You been there too? I was in my own way. This other question, I'm going to ask you. What's one piece of advice you give to someone struggling to connect with their in-law? What's one piece of advice you'll give to someone struggling to connect with their mother-in-law, with their in-law? Did y'all get that? Let me see. Did you hear that? There's people on YouTube too, but I can't see none of that stuff. I just see it right here. So what's one piece of advice you'll give someone that's struggling to connect with their mother-in-law? This is what I want to say. Okay. Like you said, when you bring the conversation up, sometimes a person, because I know when I wanted to talk with you, I was wondering to myself, is I'm going to make it worse? You see what I'm saying? And I think that was why I know that's why I was putting it off of trying to call you. Because I kept saying to myself, no, I might be the whole situation where I need to leave it alone. You see what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I just see what I just said about that? I kept asking myself, if I bring it up to her, I want it's gonna make the situation worse.
And let me say, and I don't know if maybe this is something you've learned about me by now, but I'm just, if with anything, I'm a communicator. I love to talk about whatever.
Yeah, she does.
If you ever you don't have to feel, if I offend you, because you don't know some things you might not even think about, but if I ever offend you, come and tell me. It ain't gonna be. I love to talk about whatever. That's how you get close, and that's how you teach people how to treat you, and what means the most to you. Because I feel like when you love somebody, and I love you.
I love you too,
I care about how you want to be treated, and I want to make sure if I did something unknowingly that hurt you or made you feel away, let me know so I don't do that again.
And she have actually said those words to me. She have actually said those words to me. I said, no, I'm okay. I don't know if you thought something was wrong with me or something was going on with me. But I know, which it wasn't. It wasn't, she just said, okay, I just want to let you know. Yeah, she just checking on me. That's all. Yeah. But she's a communicator. And I'm glad of that. So that was one piece of advice, is to have a conversation. Have a conversation. Talk. Okay? Now, with that being said, we are ending this. Thank y'all so much.
This was fun.
Thank y'all so much. I had planned on being at least about 45 minutes, but we're an hour and 15, but it's okay. But I would never cut my guests off. Look, we got to get ready to go. No, we don't do that. I don't do that on my platform. But thank y'all so much. Your last words?
Have conversations. If there's somebody who came to mind for you by watching this, maybe if it is not your mom-in-law or your daughter-in-law, but anybody who came to mind to you, have a conversation. Because like I said, we have come a long way, and like even the family knows how far we've come. And if we can do that, thanks to just having conversations and compassion and understanding for each other, anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it, y'all.
Have these conversations. Stop running from the conversations. Have them, because on the other side of the conversation might be the relationship that you've been looking for.
That you've been yearning for your mother-in-law or your father-in-law. Exactly. Well, you know what? That's the whole thing in a nutshell right there. What you just said. Thank y'all for coming in here. I know this was a conversation that was much needed. Y'all sprinkle this out, because you never know, somebody gonna need to see it. Somebody might watch it 3:00 in the morning, and I hope this inspire you to pick that phone up and say, look, can I meet with you Friday at so and so? I want to have that conversation. Okay, I love y'all. See y'all probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I know Breast Cancer Month is gone, but regardless, it's never too late to still talk about breast cancer or cancer, okay?
Oh, and Mama Angie, don't you want to, there may be a part two, if somebody wants to come up with their mom-in-law and daughter, and tell their version or talk about it.
There you go. That's this a series, a little 2-part series, okay?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put it out there then. So how we gonna say it? What you gonna say?
Yeah, so if you want to come up and they'll share your story, like I saw we had Sharon and Quana, that was a mother and daughter-in-law duo in there. And apparently, they, she said, not saying that they've never had disagreements, but they've been able to have a pretty good relationship. They want to come up and talk about theirs, or maybe there's somebody who had it even worse than we did. You want to talk about yours, or maybe you were still in the middle of it and want to just talk and get advice or whatever. Hit up Mama Angie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the link where what's today? Sunday. Give me to Tuesday to have the Pacific link for that. Okay? Because I got a link for a whole thing nutshell, but I'd rather have one link for that where you can go and sign up, and we're gonna get it scheduled, and we're gonna come back up here and let you know, y'all, whoever. But now, if you're not ready, I understand. I would never get upset with you, okay? Yeah. But if it's a mother and mother-in-law and daughter-in-law duo out there, that's going through the same thing, that went through the same thing, and you want to share your story, I'm going to give me to at least a Tuesday morning to have the link in the description where you're going to sign up. Yeah. And I'm going to contact you. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to get the date. I'm flexible, okay? Then I make sure my daughter-in-law be able to come as well. And we're going to have that conversation, because it's about healing up here, okay? It's about healing, all right?
And then, one more thing, like, because we didn't tell the people that today's episode is actually sponsored by y'all. We've done so much healing and have come together so much that we have even gone into business together.
Yep.
So today's episode is sponsored by Candy Coated Cosmetics.
Yes, honey. Yes,
and
honey.
We are both rocking.
I didn't add my about all. I add my about all.
The face, the blush, the eyes,
the
like
eyes,
everything.
honey.
You looking good.
This is from the Exposed palette and the desert. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't think. Desert Rose palette. Desert Rose palette. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. The
highlight.
The highlight. This is the climax highlight. The blush is called Bashful. Now she is very messy. So I had to use, when I mean my messy, she's very pigment. That's what I mean, messy. She's very I had to use a little bit of hers because she'll be disrespectful a little bit. But I love my Bashful. I really do. We got some called Rendezvous as well. I couldn't find it. Yeah. So I put my Bashful on. So all of this is about the brows is the black coffee.
Okay.
Brow liner.
Okay.
And that's it.
And I'm rocking.
And I had on Bohemian lipstick. That's what I had on the Bohemian. I didn't lift it off, but I had on Bohemian lipstick. It's a very neutral lipstick, y'all. Okay. So yes, it's sponsored by Candy Coated. And with that, I am offering sponsorships. If you got a business that you want to get out there, come on in and share your business, what you have and everything. I'm gonna put the link for my partnership and sponsorship as well. Okay, very affordable, 3-tier you can choose from. All right, I love y'all and I love you, my daughter. I love you, my baby. I love you. I love you, boo.
Yes.
Y'all come back, okay? See y'all. Thank you. Look, don't forget to sprinkle this out now. Sprinkle this out, cause somebody need to hear this good story. Somebody need to hear it, okay? Somebody need to hear it. I love y'all and sprinkle it out.